Bonjour et bienvenue, nous allons
Welcome. Today we're going to look at the best way of tasting Languedoc wines, whether white, red or rosé.
Rouge ou rosé. Et en même temps, nous allons aussi trouver les mots
To find the right words and ways to really enjoy this wine in this glass.
avec ce vin dans ce verre.
Merlin, a white wine please.
Alors, un joli vin blanc.
White wine is served at a temperature depending on its profile of between 8 and 12 degrees Celsius. Say 8 to 10 degrees Celsius if it's fresh and light, and 10 to 12 if it's more powerful. If it's a woody wood, it deserves a higher temperature. With any wine tasting, we start with the eyes, then you smell the aromas, and your voyage has already begun. Gently place your lips on the glass. It's not just about swallowing, you also have to chew the wine. Let it pass over all the taste buds on the tongue and all the parts of the mouth to really experience all the flavors. Does it smell more of flowers, white fruit, peaches, grapes like muscat? In the mouth, does it taste like a fine peach, a juicy fruit, an apricot? Does it taste of flowers? Does it have a pleasant texture? Does it have good acidity, or does it sting? Rosé. Now let's look at a rosé. Rosé is rather like white wine in terms of temperature. It has to be between 8 and 12 degrees Celsius. If you're in a bar and they serve you a very chilled rosé, it's probably because it's not very good and the owner wants to get rid of it. In our region, rosés aren't just served as an apéritif. We also have rosés that benefit from maturing in the sun, from grapes that are full of fruit, juice and sugar, and that go on to produce a wine with character and richness. Which is why these rosés can hold their own when served with fish, spicy foods, or traditional dishes with garlic and spices. Rosés can be very pale or quite dark, depending on the grape variety and the winemaking method. Whether the winemaker produces what we call a bled rosé or one that is pressed. Then for the fruit flavors, look for red fruits like currants or raspberries. For rosé, we generally find red fruits and citrus fruit. Red. And this is a red wine. Red wine is different when it comes to temperature, very light. Fruity red wines can be served around 14 degrees. But red wines are usually served at between 16 and 18 degrees. Be careful, we talk about room temperature, but this dates back to a time when rooms were fairly cold. Here you have a wide aromatic palette, ranging from spices to fruits, or aromas that are slightly mineral, earthy, or of woody undergrowth. Red wine is very complex, as reds are macerated much longer with the grape skin and all the nutrients it contains, and this produces tannins. Tannins, as you know, are what sometimes give a slight sensation of dryness in the mouth. This is what gives the wine structure and strength. It's something you can taste and which is necessary. A red wine with no tannins will fall flat. On the palate, you need to pay attention to the tannins, the balance and the alcohol. It may sound pejorative, but a wine that has no alcohol won't hold up either, not to mention its fruitiness or aromatic expression. For all these wines, the mark of a good wine is also the way it lingers. It's like when you leave someone. After saying goodbye, do you have a good lasting memory of the person? If so, it was a happy encounter. Well, with wine it's the same thing.